that is spoken of in the Bible. I am your enemy, your adversary, your rival.
When I'm down, you keep calling me, whispering sweet nothings in my ear. Keep thinking on some good things, so I cannot hear. Distractions try to make my vision unclear. Stay focused, cause my enemy is really near.
Come on, man, take a swig of this, sniff this, take a hit of it. It's so easy, a quick fix. You don't have to go through all of that. If you just do it, it's simple and it might just help you get through it.
See, there you go, tempting me with pleasures of the flesh. What's next? Let me guess. Lust of the eye test. And yes, I can see your plan coming for my pride. I have the full armor on with Jesus on my side.
Look at you, son, you're shivering, going into a panic. You knew you wanted to taste this. You'll always be an addict. Don't try to make this difficult. Don't be so complex. I may not get you a drug, but I will get you with some sex.
No, I won't run and hide, 'cause I can't lose. Jesus on my side. Armor of God is on, I'm ready to fight. I'm no slave, I'm no slave. No, I won't run and hide, 'cause I can't lose. Jesus on my side. Armor of God is on, I'm ready to fight. I'm no slave, I'm no slave. I'm a warrior.
See, now you're fantasizing about the red dress girl. You know you want to be flashy and stand up from the world. Be rich and have a lot of cash, sex, drugs, and money. Naked women in your mind, just like honey.
Yo, it's not gonna be that easy. Eyes are fixed on the Lord. You're trying to attack me, but I'm simply getting bored. The Bible teaches me the many ways that you will strike, and I know all of your tactics. I think you should take a hike.
What? You're telling me to take a hike? You think you know my plan? I know each and every one of you like the back of my hand. So come on, man, take a look at nudie websites. You're addicted to pornography. It'll make you feel alright.
Yeah, you almost got me there, and for that you would be fine. Let's rewind. Read 1 Timothy 6:9. I'ma strike with the sword of truth, because I am not blind, not a slave to your addictions. Satan, get behind. No, I won't run and hide, 'cause I can't lose. Jesus on my side. Armor of God is on, I'm ready to fight. I'm no slave, I'm no slave. No, I won't run and hide, 'cause I can't lose. Jesus on my side. Armor of God is on, I'm ready to fight. I'm no slave, I'm no slave. I'm a warrior.
I will infiltrate your thoughts and lead you astray. Let's play, I'm the lion and you are the prey. I'm stalking, manipulating you every day, and the people all around you are part of the game. The sin that you're living in is all because of me. Live your life to the fullest and sin freely. You're a slave to addiction and sin, but it's wild. Stay with me and let me take you away, my young child.
Can you hear me now? Alright.
Ninja. Ain't no sneaking up from the back, man. I come straight at you to blast you with the truth that always lives past you. Most of this stuff you won't hear from your pastor. Y'all doing Satan work like he's a master. Look at you shooting up stuff in your veins and sniffing up pills that alter your brain insane. Stop this, time to wage war. Get from God, so I'ma use it more. Verbal assassin, lyrically blasting. Message from heaven, y'all, the hope is long lasting. Seems like your brain is caught in a casting. You can't get it right while this happening. Money, sex, pride, fame, drugs, all part of the game. Depression, Satan makes you feel lame, breaking you down so you don't feel sane. lust and envy, selfishness. Hold on tight to your grudges. Heart is hurting, head inside, make you commit suicide. Puppet master pulling string, you will do some crazy things. Listen to the songs y'all sing. Yes, the truth that really stings. I think too much, you drink too much. So blind that you're lost and you're out of touch. Lean on the world cause they need a crutch. Can't get straight, brains filled with rust. You don't believe God used to trust. Tossed out of heaven like cigarette butts. All mixed up like a bat full of months. Outside of heaven's gates when the gates shut. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Can't deceive us all on now. It's time to open up your eyes. Look at how you're living, just a follower of Satan's lies. This whole world's a mess because of this, and it is no surprise. Good is slowly falling down while evil's steady on the rise. So much war is killing poor. Truth is spreading, you ignore. Listen to me, I implore. You're gonna get what you're asking for. Signs all around making you feel dizzy. You can tell cause you're too busy. All messed up on your beer and whiskey. Ninjas back, y'all, did you miss me? You can tell people but they will not listen cause they cannot take any good criticism. Suffer so long that they don't have no vision. Just won't believe Jesus Christ has arisen. Empty feelings, something is missing. Alone with no home and there's no pot to piss in. Family hates you, they're keeping their distance. Wait for salvation right now, yes it's distant. I think too much, you drink too much. So blind that you're lost and you're out of touch. Lean on the world cause they need a crutch. Can't get straight, brains filled with rust. You don't believe God used to trust. Tossed out of heaven like cigarette butts. All mixed up like a bat full of months. Outside of heaven's gates when the gates shut. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game. Money, sex, pride, fame, drug, all part of the game.
Hello. We had some kind of spooky music to introduce us, to bring us in. But we are not feeling spooky today.
No, not at all.
Right now, I'm trying to find something. So why don't you talk for a second and I'll find this.
Sure. I will talk for a second while you try to find that. That's not long enough?
I mean,
I can continue to try to talk to something about something to them about things for a while.
Well, okay, never mind. What I was trying to find, here we go. I found it.
I knew it. It worked. See?
I got it. We're all good.
I almost had that voice come out. I haven't used that voice in a while.
Okay, I got to get this out of here. Okay, back to what we were talking about. We were going to mention crypto. You and I are involved. We're not going to go long about crypto, so don't leave if you're not into crypto. But even if you're not into crypto, listen up because this is interesting. Anyway, we are into the crypto called iMoney Crypto, or IMC. This is registered in the state of Wyoming. There's only about 100 cryptocurrencies in the U.S. Do you know how many cryptocurrencies there are in total, Shawn? You asking your lawyer?
0.
20,000 plus. There's 20,000 plus cryptocurrencies in the world. Your lawyer's wrong. Only about 100 of them are out of the U.S., meaning that they're mostly in other countries. And ours is the only one in the U.S. under $1.
Yes. I'm sorry, I had to reprimand him.
And not only are we the only one in the U.S. under $1, ours is registered in Wyoming, which is the most crypto-friendly state and place, actually. So everybody keeps saying, are you on Coinbase? Are you on Coinbase? Well, we are. We're on Coinbase. We're on Bitmart. We're on LBank. LBank has some 5 million users. And we're getting on more and more. We're listed on CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap. And we're still at 41 cents if you buy it at a discount. And if you're interested in getting involved, but you don't have perhaps the $500 to throw out there, there is a person that is willing to help someone get started with at $500. And somebody told me to get Cardano. I bought $100 worth, and now I only have $50. So I don't know. Maybe it's a good idea. But you, if you want to get started at $500, I have somebody that's offering to help you get started at $500. And we're calling it a loan, but there's no interest to be paid back. You would just pay back the $500 as you earn income with the cryptocurrency. What do you think about that, Shawn?
I think that's a fantastic opportunity that somebody should jump on immediately. Do it. Yeah.
So, and then what state is Cardano in? Who knows? It's probably not even in the U.S. I don't know. Or is it? Is it one of the ones in the U.S.? I have some. I've lost half of the dollars that I put in. Actually, I don't know if I've even got that much anymore. But let's see my assets. My Cardano. I'm down to $49.30 in Cardano. I put 100 in. So the way you get a discount on our crypto is you buy through World Crypto Life, and Shawn can help you, or I can help you. What's your email, Shawn? I never remember this.
VEmusic1@gmail.com.
Just email him, and he can give you resources. And so can I. I'm Lady Liberty at countermail.com. Because you just basically be buying it in bulk through World Crypto Life. Also, yeah, if you're interested and you don't have the dollars, this gal is very generous, willing to help you. If you have not, I am on Odyssey, and I would like you guys to be on Odyssey with me because I can stream there if anything ever happens over here. NPC says, I think Montana and West Virginia senators were the only two Democrats that voted against. Oh, so our John Tester voted against that, huh? That is amazing. I heard 80 Republicans voted for it, for the jab mandate. Okay, so you have my Odyssey. You guys have our email. Shawn, you want to say anything about crypto, or you think it's worth it? You think it's a good idea? You like our IMC?
It's definitely a good idea. I think I got into it, back in May, maybe soon, maybe April.
Yeah.
And it's been pretty lucrative. It's worked out for me. So, I mean, I guess as much as you want to put into it is what you'll get out of it, pretty much.
Yes.
So, definitely look into it. I recommend it.
Yes. So the link for this World Crypto Life, you're going to need to get it from me or Shawn. So email us. We'll give you the link because you sign up as a member for free so that you end up with a dashboard that looks like the one that you see right now. You can see that you can see how many of the tokens are selling each day. And you can see what the price is, which is down here. It says 41 cents. It shows how much tokens you have when you buy them and what level you bought at and how many people are on your team. If you decide to build a team, I have 1,371 people, which is very exciting. I'm so glad so many people are getting in on this. And this is something from anywhere in the world can buy. You don't have to be in the U.S. to buy it. It just is in the U.S. U.S.-based token. Very good stuff. Anything else you want to say?
That's it.
Okay.
Ready to rock and roll.
Well, we have an article here that I'm sure that people will really like. It says, why inflation can actually be good for everyday Americans and bad for rich people. So worry not. Inflation is good for you guys. Here we go. Right. No one likes paying more for stuff. That's why inflation, especially the sharp price increases we've seen in recent months, feels like a dirty word. But on the whole, inflation can actually be a good thing for many working class Americans, especially those with fixed rate debt, like a 30-year mortgage. That's because wages are going up, which not only empowers workers, but also gives them more money to pay down debt. I don't think she understands inflation.
No, not at all.
Plus, in the case, were you gonna say something?
I was just gonna say your wages might be going up, but so are prices.
Yeah, but don't worry about that. Your wages are going up, and you can pay your debt.
Yes.
But little does she know that the wage increase is not going up nearly as fast as the inflation increase.
No.
She says, plus in case of a mortgage, your monthly payment will be the same, but your house will increase in value.
Now I get it.
And many of the people taking a bath when prices rise are higher net worth people who hold the vast majority of government bonds. The trouble is, you're not going to feel the upside immediately. Quote, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's just that it could be a couple years, end quote, said Kent Smetters.
Wait a couple years.
Kent Smetters said this.
Thanks, Kim.
Kent Smetters.
Kent Smetters.
Yes, professor of business economics at the Wharton School of Business.
Kent Smetters taught me that.
Yes. So this is how inflation favors debtors. The immediate benefits of inflation to everyday people are less tangible than the drawbacks. You feel the sting of your grocery bill and the gut punch of filling your gas tank. Less palpable but still significant is the dwindling burden of your debt. If you're borrowing at, quote, says Smetters, if you're borrowing at a fixed rate, like a 30-year mortgage, then you're a winner as inflation goes up. Oh, we often think of a 30-year mortgage as an inflation hedge. Oh, this is making me feel so good.
I don't know where we would be without Kent.
Kent Smetters knows what he's talking about.
Kent Smetters knows better.
Boom. In other words, the cost of your mortgage is holding steady while the amount of money you have to pay for it is going up. It's not a perfectly synchronized event, of course. Wages don't go up immediately with inflation, but eventually they do, Smetters said. Mortgages, the vast majority of which are fixed at 30-year loans, make up nearly $11 trillion worth of America's current record-high $15 trillion in debt. Meanwhile, wages are rising along with prices. Not really. It's kind of doing this, but
even if they did go the same height as prices, it just stays the same. That means nothing changed.
Your wage isn't going up, and then inflation drops later. The same inflation benefit applies to anyone paying off federal student loans. Oh, do I have a story for you guys about that?
Oh, yes.
Which also have a fixed interest rate. As your income increases, you're essentially getting a discount on what you have to repay. So far, wage growth broadly hasn't kept up with price increases. Oh, there it is. But analysts say that may change. That may change in the new year as shipping bottlenecks begin to ease. Household incomes have been bolstered by government transfers such as stimulus payments. See? Your household income has been bolstered because of the stimulus payment and unemployment benefits because you lost your job.
She just quit.
That's what people are doing. In the first 8 months of this year, personal incomes, which includes earned wages and government payments, were 15% ahead of where they were in 2019, says Daniel Alpert, managing partner of Westwood Capital. Quote, that's hundreds of billions of dollars and was already on top of very high accumulated savings by households. Nobody has savings. What are you talking about? Which was a result of their having nothing to spend it on because everybody in 2020 was locked up. End quote. Oh, inflation losers. Okay, so let's read about them. Not all debt shrinks with inflation, of course. Credit card interest rates, which largely aren't fixed, have shot up this year to an average of 17.13%. Just under an all-time record high of 17.14% in 2019, according to the Federal Reserve, which is neither federal nor a reserve. And anyone living on a fixed income, such as retirees who aren't benefiting from wage increases that people in the labor force are seeing, are feeling extra pain as prices go up. But who cares about old people? Another group getting hit...
They're going to die anyway.
They're going to die anyway, especially if they're 65 or older.
Yes.
Another group getting hit are people with exposure to government bonds. Think households with more than $1 million who typically invest in both equities and debt. Quote, who are the ones that are going to be hurt by holding a lot of 10-year bonds and 30-year bonds? That tends to be higher income houses, said Smetters. So they're going to lose with higher inflation, end quote. Oh, man. Those poor millionaires. And that's because these bondholders who are essentially lending money to the government will be paid back in money that has less purchasing power. Yeah, that's called the dollar, not money. It's called currency.
Ooh.
But they end with some truth here. We don't know which end is up. There's a sticky psychological side to inflation, however, that makes it hard to clearly define winners and losers. So this article was for nothing. Because even though wages are rising and job growth is strong, Americans are bummed about the state of the economy. The Consumer Sentiment Index fell to a decade low in early November. That's crazy. Don't they know inflation is good for them?
Inflation is great for me. I love it. I like it. It's mine.
Yes. Welcome to inflation. It's good for you.
Yes.
The November fallout has inflation's name written all over it, says economists at Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is a very up-and-up bank. They do not get into any kind of corrupt lending and things. 1 in 4 people surveyed said inflation has worsened their living standards. What's wrong with those people?
I don't know. They need help.
They didn't interview me and ask me.
Well, they did interview me, and my lawyer gave me the wrong information.
Yeah, well, that's right. And
he's used to that.
Half said that they expect inflation to wipe out whatever wage gains they were given over the past year. That does sound bad. Quote, my sense is that people are exhausted by the level of chaos that we have. Ooh. They probably are. I bet they have a solution for that.
Wait a minute. People are exhausted about the level of chaos?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, do tell.
And inflation is a symptom, says Wendy Edelberg, senior economics fellow at Brookings Institute. Quote, so we have the economy surging, but how long is it going to surge for? And who is it surging for? And is it surging in a healthy way? Is it surging in an unhealthy way? End quote. Edelberg concluded, quote, inflation just feels like a really tangible piece of evidence that we just don't know which end is up. Quote.
We just don't know.
That was good.
I mean, we can tell you that it's good for you, but we don't really know.
We're not sure, but just in case you're worried, it's very good for you. And
inflation goes up along with your wages.
Like Jay Vela says, we will own nothing and be happy about it. You will like it.
That's right. It just stays the same. It stays the same.
You know, except for it doesn't. Because they did say that in the article. They said it does, but it doesn't.
It doesn't. Mm-hmm. Then inflation takes over.
Mm-hmm. But then eventually you'll be fine.
You'll be back to normal again, which will be the same.
Where you can pay your debt off. You might have more of it though.
Your wages will never be more than inflation. You'll either be under or the same.
Obviously, people don't appreciate that stimulus package, those stimulus packages that went out, because that bolstered their income.
You mean that $1,000?
I guess it depends. So some people got $500 to $1,500, $2,000.
Yes, and that paid off all their debts. And
all of it.
They're not happy about that.
Well, somehow I'm happy because I did have some debt paid off or something.
Ooh, tell us more.
Yeah, I decided to go into my my 3 TransUnion, Equifax, and the other one, and look at my.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but different from the transvestite.
This is TransUnion.
Okay.
Yes,
Now
very
we're-
different.
Now we're back on page.
But when I went in there, I was checking my debt level because I know that things fall off after so many years. And that's how I've stopped getting into debt, is letting things fall off, paying some of the things off that I can. But for the most part, I had $175,000 debt about 7 years ago. Then I was down to not including, so that was including my student loans. Then I got that down to with about 25,000, not including student loans. So that means I had what, like my student loans are 115, so I had like $65,000 in debt. Got it down to 25, and then I checked the other day, and my total debt was 5,792. Total debt.
Big difference.
So something happened where my student loans I no longer owe.
Yeah, I'm glad I could help.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. So I took the report, printed off the report, went to my bank loan officer to ask her to look at it and tell me am I not seeing something correctly, because according to this, I don't owe anything for my $115 in student loans, and the account's been closed. And she says, that's correct. That's what it says. She goes, if you want to know why, you got to call them and ask them. And I said, I think I won't. I think I will not do that. I think I will just accept that they're gone and I don't have to worry about them. Hallelujah.
Praise.
On another note, I'm getting braces next Friday.
Yes.
Do you know why?
Yes.
Do you know why? I mean, I know
because-
they look pretty straight.
Well,
These ones are not,
Yeah,
though.
I see the one, right?
Yep.
Is that what you're talking about?
There's
Yeah.
this one and another one over here, I guess. So I'm going to have a set of braces on the bottom next Friday.
And you're gonna look so cute.
Oh, we'll see about that.
How can
Okay.
you not look cute?
Well, if you didn't really believe that inflation is good for the economy, don't worry. Omicron is.
Who?
Who? It's what? You know. I'll show a picture of it in a
who?
moment. Don't worry. We got a lovely picture.
Black goo.
What'd you say? Ragu?
Black
Oh.
goo.
Yes, the Omicron black goo.
All
right.
Yeah, man, the black goo.
Black goo. Are you ready to hear why this is good for the
I'm sorry.
economy?
Yes. Let's hear
All
this.
right. So what did you call it? Optimicron? The Optimicron variant of COVID has sparked great fear. Are you afraid, Shawn?
I am in total fear. Can't you tell?
Good. You need to be.
Look
With
at my
time,
face. Look at my nose.
with time, we may find the fear to have been justified. Do you like that? How they're telling you you're probably going to want to be afraid?
You need to be afraid.
You should probably be
What's
afraid.
What's wrong with you?
But we may find the opposite, and this is good news for the economy. It's still early days for our knowledge of Omicron, but I thought we had pictures of it. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Is Omicron fighting inflation?
You got to let me go. I'll tell you.
Oh, well, I have to hear this.
Yes.
I'm very
Oh,
excited.
and by the way, hit the like if you have not, and feel free to talk in the chat. That kind of helps the channel, but maybe it doesn't. But join
and do not be afraid of Optimicron.
and
Thank
join
you.
Odyssey. Okay. It's still the early days for our knowledge of Omicron. Waiting to learn more seems to make sense, but consider this. Business decisions are being made every day. Any person who waits for the perfect certainty about the economy, technology, or COVID will never make a single decision. In many areas, decisions have to be made this week. So it's worthwhile to consider how Optimicron may be good for the economy. Let's see. Optimicron seems to be displacing Delta in South Africa. Don't you find that interesting that is going away? It's replacing it.
Delta just stopped.
It's replacing it.
And Optimicron took over.
That's right. It's taking over.
Something like how the snake, how the 6-foot killer took over the flu.
It's amazing.
It's amazing how these things, they're all talking to each other. And this is my turn, buddy.
Yep.
They just
Because
go on.
apparently Delta's share of total COVID cases in South Africa has plummeted. It's plummeted just like the flu did last year.
I can't take it anymore.
While Optimicron has surged, leading many to expect it to displace the Delta variant around the whole world.
Is
a great
Optimicron more
expectation.
powerful than Delta? Must be.
Well, it's able to displace and replace and what have you.
Yes.
Sorry for the dry cough, everybody. I've had a cold for 16 weeks. Okay, so far, Omicron seems no worse than Delta in how sick people become, with a possibility that it will be less lethal. Don't read that part. Be scared!
Shouldn't have said that. No.
Many viruses in the past have evolved to be milder because killing the host does not help the virus spread. Thus is the upside. This is the upside for the economy, because as the Omicron may have mutated so that it has greater ability to infect those who have already been exposed to early variants or been jabbed, greater volume of total infections is the economic downside. From an economic forecasting viewpoint, business leaders should consider the upside potential of Omicron. Although it is way too early to be sure, they keep saying that. We may find that the COVID becomes dominated by a less dangerous mutation. Illness would continue if this happens, but fewer deaths and hospitalizations, and people would come to feel more comfortable dining out, traveling, and seeking routine non-COVID healthcare tests and procedures. This rosy view is far from certain. How many times are they going to keep saying this?
I think we're getting it now because... Go ahead.
Well, they're just saying, we don't know, though. We don't know.
Oh, well, and I think I can understand people feel more comfortable now, you know, besides the fact that they have this thing on their face that, you know, gives them comfort and gives them a sense of safety and peace.
Interestingly enough, up here they said, your fear is probably going to be justified in the future, but for now, it might be economically good, and we're not sure, though. It says that many times.
Okay.
So I don't know if I want to read any more of this because it's so stupid.
Everything we've read so far, nobody's sure of anything. They're not sure of what's happening, and we're not sure about inflation being good or bad. But let's write an article on it.
Yeah, and we don't know what's going to happen. But this could happen this way, or it could happen the other way. But just read the title and maybe the first paragraph, and you're good to go.
And you're good to go.
So
far, we're doing pretty good.
A new COVID jab wasn't needed for beta. I don't even remember beta. Do you remember beta?
Well, beta came after alpha, and maybe I should ask Reverend Bunny Griggs.
Yeah, what would he know about that?
Well, see, I'm a Reverend Bunny Griggs, and I know that beta comes after alpha. And,
Bunny Griggs speaks a little too slow.
I have to work with him.
Well, just so you know, a new COVID jab wasn't needed for beta or delta, but what about Omicron? Even as drug pushers are setting out to make jabos specific to the new variant.
Did it say drug pushers?
No.
Or did you just add that in?
It's unclear.
I'm your mother, I'm your daddy, politician in the alley. Woo! Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm your pusher. Okay. It's unclear whether the world will ultimately need them. Okay. See, we're unclear again. Here we are writing an article about how unclear we are. Drug pushers are racing to develop new jabos intended to target the Omicron variant, a strain that has mutations that suggest it could evade immunity provided by jabos or natural infection. Moderna chief medical officer Dr. Paul Burton said in an interview on NBC on Monday that the company has already started work on a version of its jabo to address the new variant. Yay! Tell us what Paul Rand said about it. What did Paul Rand say about a new jabo?
I thought that Paul Rand said that they already had the jab. They already had the snake bite.
He said the first one worked really good. Paul Rand, if you're a fan of his, he thinks the jab is great, worked really well, and don't worry, they've already got a new one.
Well, the Omicron. He don't know why they ain't released it yet, he said.
Yeah, why haven't they released it?
But you've already got it. Then he said that the snake bites worked good in April and May, but not so much in June.
Yeah. You know, so he's saying, bring the new one out and let's get it.
Get the new snake bite for the Omicron.
Yes.
That way you can be safe, maybe.
Yes. So here we go. Pfizer and BioNTech said that they could develop an Omicron-specific jabo within 6 weeks. You know,
6 weeks.
It doesn't take a year anymore. You can do this in 6 weeks. It's fine.
What, a year? What? That was Trump stuff. We could do this in 6 weeks.
Yep.
6.
I already got it. Johnson & Johnson also said it is pursuing a modified Jabo and will progress it as needed. It is unclear if a new Jabo will even be needed, however. Shots previously in development and clinical trials for other variants, including Beta and Delta, were later found to be unnecessary as the existing Jabo proved to be highly effective.
Highly effective, except in April and May.
In June.
Oh, June. April and May it was. June it wasn't.
The Delta variant, for example, remains the most contagious. But you know what? Don't worry about the Delta one because it's getting displaced. Didn't we just read that?
It's been displaced already.
It's getting displaced.
Why do we need Delta when we have Optimicron?
We don't. It's going away. It'll be
Pray
gone
to Optimicron.
very soon.
Optimicron.
Anyway, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention study, who are very knowledgeable and very straightforward and very transparent people, published in September, found that when the Delta variant became dominant, this is a BDSM situation.
Took over the 6 for killer.
Became dominant in the summer. Unjaboed people were 4.5 times more likely to become infected, 10 times more likely to become hospitalized, and 11 more times likely to die.
That's right. All y'all was dead back then.
I died. Did you die?
I'm still dead now.
We're very dead.
I haven't been alive for 6 days.
In other words, the existing Jabos worked against the Delta variant. Quote, so it wasn't necessary to manufacture and roll out a variant Jabo specific to Delta at the time. That's a huge investment when you have to go and make new products and get it checked out by the FDA. No, you don't, because there's an emergency use.
What kind of investment are you talking about? You just go sign a bill somewhere.
Just go to the Moderna guy who's making billions because of their stocks and Pfizer and...
Just go sign a bill and infrastructure. Yeah, sign that. Give them money.
The Beta variant, first identified in South Africa, of course, was another strain also once thought to necessitate an updated version of the Jabo. Indeed, the existing Jabos were significantly less protective against infection with Beta, but the variant never spread widely in North America, Europe, and other parts of the world like Delta did. Hey, where's the test that shows you which variant you have?
I have one right here.
Okay, show us.
Yeah, this is the test. Here it is. And it says right here. Oh, I'm sorry. This is my credit card stuff.
Don't give people your credit card information. Stop.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was it. But my credit card information is more valid than a Delta test.
Yes, very much so. But I don't know that they can test for strains.
I think they can test for pains.
Why don't you ask your lawyer about that?
He's in the bathroom.
Okay, well, let's end this. It says, that's the key unknown for Optimicron. Is Optimicron going to be like Beta and not outcompete Delta and just fade away? Hello, we just read that it's going to displace Delta. We need a Jabo, a new one. We need it today.
I need to know, did Optimicron fight inflation?
Yes.
Because if he can displace Delta, he can displace inflation.
Yes. Let's
do that.
Let's talk to the what is it?
The IMC?
IMF.
IMF?
Yes, let's talk to them about that.
I said IMC.
Yes, that's our crypto that we can talk about some more.
Let's talk to the IMC, and they will displace all currencies.
Well, I want you guys to know that we have an exclusive image of the Optimicron.
Oh,
man, you
ready
for
minute.
This? It's a very...
No, hold on.
Oh,
I got to get my sunglasses for this. I have them not. Okay.
Oh, everyone please hold. We've got to wait for Shawn.
Yeah. No. Wait a minute. Here they are. Okay.
Get a drink of water if you need to. Use the restroom.
No, I don't take that long.
Okay. This is an exclusive image of the Optimicron. It's very high definition, very detailed, and here it is.
Right, because I had to use sunglasses. So get your sunglasses and watch your backs.
Here it is. Dun, dun, dun. Wait a minute. This is a very grainy black and white picture.
I only see you. I don't see anything.
Oh, hold on. I can fix that for you.
You shared it not.
I'm sharing it with them.
You shared it not with your man.
Do you see that? Look at it. There it is.
It looks like that looks like some type of fungus.
It is clearly... I don't know if you've seen that video of the Hydra. Do you guys remember when we watched the video of the Hydra?
I remember the Hydra.
on YouTube, and it was very, very, very detailed.
Yes.
Magnified. I don't know if I can find it right away, but it was extremely detailed, and it was extremely colorful, and you could see everything, like in color, in motion. You could see all the little cells running through it. It was very detailed. You could see all of its little appendages moving around. I mean, this is some detail that you can get of this little creature.
Why can't we get
So why is this the image that we're getting?
Well, I think they made a mistake. I think that's supposed to say scientists published first photo of moon rock.
Yes, this is also moon rock. In fact, it came from the moon, in case you didn't know.
Yes.
So,
that is a moon rock from the moon. Not our moon, though. That's one of the Saturn moons.
But I like that it's nice and grainy, black and white. So there you go. It's there it is, exclusive image.
These glasses make it look so real. Maybe
you
I have
saw
to
it
take them
here
off.
first. Just remember that you saw it here first.
This is like They Live.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Take these off.
So when you take
them
them off,
I see it. Now I see the Optimicron.
Oh, you don't see it when you have the glasses on.
I have my glasses on. It looked like a moon rock.
Oh, it is also a moon rock, though. Didn't we just determine that?
My glasses don't work.
It came from the moon. It came from the moon.
My glasses didn't work.
All right. Who has an Android phone? Because if you have one, and Shawn tested this out, you can hold down the home button, and apparently this is how you do it, and tell Google, quote, sing me a song, and be ready to be a little bit upset, I guess, or laugh. If you don't laugh, you cry. So what do we get, Shawn, when we... Well, let's give people a chance to do it if they want to.
Yeah, that's right. And then I sent you a screenshot. You should have put that on there.
I have a screenshot from somebody.
The one I did?
Not yours.
Uh-uh.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Forgive me, sir. Let me look for your screenshot.
No, you need not do that.
Well, we're waiting for people to try this out. Well, I don't see a screenshot. Where did you send? You sent it on Facebook, I bet.
I think so.
That
must have been.
Good old Facebook.
That'd be good if I did, because then you can just show it, right?
Yes. Come on, Facebook. Warm up. Facebook's warming up.
I'm going to look just to see.
There it is.
It's on your Facebook?
Yep.
Okay.
I found it. So anyway, if you haven't tried it yet, what you're going to get is something like this.
That at the bottom, that's at the end of it. That is a little video that plays and has these little animals with masks on running around doing crazy stuff. But it says it's an actual vaccine song, and it talks about singing, getting your vaccine and being safe and healthy, and thank you. I said vaccine.
It says, let's celebrate that we have the Jabbo to help us bring a change to this old routine. It can help us build our immunities while taking care of our communities. Jabbos are safe and an important step towards opening up and shaking hands again and going somewhere we couldn't visit for months, protecting ourselves and the world at once. Scientists work night and day. In record time, they found a way, like superheroes in masks and gloves, helping us to get back to what we love. If you want to hear that song again, just ask me to sing the Jabbo song. Yay, kitties! Woo!
And then it pops onto that down the bottom with a snake bite with blood coming out of it.
Yeah, that's creepy. There you have it. That's what it is. That's what your phone will do for you. Apparently.
What you gotta say about that?
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with it. Pretty odd.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know who thought that up, but I think that's pretty disturbing.
It's obviously somebody brilliant. All right, ready? We got a video for you.
Ooh. Hi Adam, thanks for the topic in your show. Really appreciate it, also from the kids here in the car. We are in Rwanda right now, and even here in Rwanda, you don't have sheep that are masked, but look at this here.
You don't want to miss this one. The goats, all those goats are masked. Look at them. Look at them. They all have masks on their noses. And we just asked the guy why they do it. And they showed us their own mask and they said just a mask against COVID. Really, you can't believe this, right? It's true. This is COVID.
Wait, I see one without one.
It's Omicron.
Lock him up.
Rwanda.
Lock him up.
Speed.
Omicron on speed. Look at this one. You can't believe it, right?
Oh, that
This
one
is
that
reality in
he had the
Rwanda.
snake bite. That's right.
Okay.
Bye-bye. All the best.
Bye-bye.
They've got masked goats in Rwanda, so everyone can be very, very, very safe.
I don't know what you guys are worried about now.
I'm.
You know, we got cows with them.
I was scared
goats.
when we read the last article that said my fear might be justified down the road, but now I'm not scared.
Right, there's no reason to be afraid. You got goats wearing them and cows. We reported on cows having them.
Yes, cows were wearing masks to
Yeah,
block the
that helps.
methane.
Yeah, that helps also for CO2. Remember?
Yes,
I think it sucked up.
it helps.
So we have to
Helps
worry
us.
We have to worry. We don't have to worry about global warming or the 6-foot killer. Now I don't know if those masks that those sheep are wearing will protect against Omicron, but the 6-foot killer is done.
But it's the Omicron is taking over all of those.
So do those masks that those sheep are wearing protect us from Omicron?
Yes, when somebody else wears a mask, it's to protect you
From Omicron or just
from
Omicron's a different variant.
from even knowledge.
Does Omicron go more than 6 feet?
It might go 6'1" or 6'2". It depends on if it's wearing those heel wedges in its shoes that day.
Oh no! Don't you don't have that one, do you? You have that one?
I don't have it. I don't
Okay.
have it. But I sent, so for anyone wondering, I sent Shawn a video showing that a man who's worried about his height can raise his height 4 inches by putting these wedges into his shoes. It's brilliant.
What's funny is when she tagged me in it, when I go to look at it, it just shows the article. It doesn't show what she said to me in it. So I'm thinking that she's calling me short because she's a little bit taller than me. You're not much.
But he's not, but if he was worried, then he wouldn't have to worry anymore because he could get his high heel lift that he can insert into his shoe.
And you never know. I may already have those. I might only be 3'6".
Well, it's a good thing that you're just not a tiny person all around then for being that short.
I leave that alone. Now let's continue.
All right. So this is a video that you sent us.
What's this one?
This is about first living robots that can reproduce. 2 minutes. We'll watch it.
The first living robots that can reproduce. In a potential breakthrough for regenerative medicine, scientists have created the first ever living robots that can reproduce. The millimeter-sized living machines, called Xenobots 3.0, are neither traditional robots, nor a species of animal, but living, programmable organisms. Made from frog cells, the computer-designed organisms, created by a US team, gather single cells inside a Pac-Man-shaped mouth, and release babies that look and move like their parents. Self-replicating living biorobots could enable more direct, personalized drug treatment for traumatic injury, birth defects, cancer, aging, and more. What are Xenobots? Xenobots are neither a traditional robot, nor a known species of animal, but a living, programmable organism. They are made out of adapted stem cells from Xenopus lapus, an African species of frog. Their shape has been designed by a computer, to be able to replicate over multiple generations. No animal or plant known to science replicates in this way. Xenobots will help develop computer-designed organisms for intelligent drug delivery. What are stem cells? Stem cells are special human cells that have the ability to develop into many different
For
cells.
special drug delivery. I don't know if anyone's listening that was listening to me a long time ago or any time ago, but I talked about how they had ones that could eat and digest and basically excrete food. So now they've got ones that can eat and digest and excrete, and now we've got bots that reproduce. And you sent this one over that this lady talks about it. Should we listen to what she has to say for a little bit?
Yeah, why not?
Frightening stories. The first one was about self-replicating robots. Robots that can reproduce, create copies of themselves, make babies like humans do, robots. The second story was about a tech firm which is offering money to people to have their faces imprinted on robots to create what they call robots with human faces. Now, I don't want to jump to conclusions or question the intention of the scientists involved, but it's hard to not ask this question. Have these people never read science fiction? They're creating...
That's an interesting comment that she makes, because science fiction is written by the people who want that whole system to happen.
That's right.
So it's not like they were warning us. They probably have read science fiction. They're like, okay, it's time to implement stage 2 of Brave New World. Here we go.
Or Executive Order 66.
Robots that can multiply.
Star Wars.
And machines that will look like us. What could possibly go wrong? Well, that's the question we'll try to answer tonight, because they've not been able to answer it themselves, as we decode the many dangers involved with such experiments and understand the many adverse consequences they can lead to. We'll begin with the reproductive robots. They're being nurtured in the United States. Scientists have created robots that can produce an offspring. They're calling them xenobots. This is what they look like. These tiny organisms that you see, these spherical clumps, they're xenobots. And they're not made of metal or plastic. They've been created from biological tissues, which essentially makes them living robots. Robots that can move on their own, heal on their own, and now, of course, reproduce on their own. How exactly were they created? By assembling stem cells from embryos into synthetic life forms. Allow me to explain. I know it sounds complicated. In order to design these xenobots, scientists first created random 3D designs on a supercomputer, like the one that you see. Simulated blocks of skin and heart cells that can move on their own. These blocks, or configurations, were then assigned tasks through an algorithm. What kind of tasks? Like walking in a certain direction, basic things. The most promising configurations here, the ones that perform the tasks well, were then taken to a lab to be injected with life. Life taken from African clawed frogs. These toads that you see, they're the source of life in xenobots. This species is found in sub-Saharan Africa. It can regenerate its skin when wounded. So this is what scientists did. Take out skin and heart cells from the embryos of these organisms and then inject them into 3D blocks through tweezers and electric tools. Once injected, these blocks were kept in dishes of water to keep the frog cells alive. And they did stay alive. And all of this was done in 2020. Not only are these creatures alive and kicking, they're reproducing. They're creating copies of themselves, just like molecules do. So what are they doing? First, they release loose cells. Then they smush them into clusters, swash them with water, and if the cluster is large enough, within a few days, it takes a new life. It evolves into a child xenobot. It does sound like a fun experiment, but the question is, what's the point of it? What are these xenobots for? What are they going to do? Here's a human question for these living robots. What is their purpose? The scientists are yet to decide. They're not sure how these xenobots can be used, but they've suggested some immediate applications. Here's what they can do. Collect microplastics from waterways, or wipe away cancerous cells inside the human body. And these are all suggestions. Suffice to say, the scientists themselves do not know at this point. Now consider this. Right now, these...
They definitely know. Right.
I was muted. I said I feel like they know, but they're just saying they don't know.
They definitely know.
Living Horizon says, they built the Langoliers. Remember that movie by S.K.? I
remember, like, wasn't that Steven Spielberg? Not Steven Spielberg, Stephen King?
Oh, that sounds like yes, Stephen King.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it.
I remember Langoliers. I remember that. I read the book, actually.
Let's see. Let's go to Langoliers IMDb. Because now I'm curious of the... Well, this is a mini-series. Same idea.
Yeah, it's a mini-series. I read the book.
Where's the synopsis? I guess plot it'll have to do. Most of the passengers on an airline disappear, and the remainder land the plane in a mysteriously barren airport. Well, here's a synopsis. That's long. She calls out, anyone here?
Didn't we talk about that in one movie we watched? I think that was us.
Anyway, a blind girl, a teacher, a machine worker, a musician, a stoner, a mystery writer, a businessman, a mysterious Englishman, and a raving psychopath in a business suit on a flight to Boston find themselves utterly alone when the rest of the passengers and all the crew vanish, diverting the plane to Bangor, Maine. Of course, Maine, they're always in Maine. They discover that they seem to be the only people left on the planet, and that time and the Langoliers are catching up with them all too quickly. And the Langoliers are what, robots?
I can't remember. I read that book 20 years ago.
This synopsis doesn't look like it's too great of a synopsis. It doesn't look like it tells the end of it. Looks like it just kind of stops. Looks like somebody started the synopsis and didn't finish. They flew into a time rift, but they're in the future. So anyway, where are we? Should we listen to? Do we need to listen to the rest, or have you listened to this whole thing?
No, no. We get the gist of it. Don't you? You know, you see where we're going, right?
And you know, yes. What are they making? They're creating golems, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We may have been visited by aliens, but not the way you'd think. I am not going to read this really, really, really long article. But what I did want to read specifically was a part where they say, I'll go find it. I just took the quote out and typed it in here. Where they say, I didn't. No, I didn't take the quote out. I'm going to have to find it. I'm going to have to read it for a little while. Okay, do aliens exist? In order to even begin to address this question, we first need to ascertain if alien life actually exists. As far as we know, our planet is the only one in the entire universe with life, but can this really be the case? In fact, just asking the question might be asking for trouble. Either way, the answer is likely not to be good news. If there were other life forms, especially if they are more technologically advanced than us, contact with them could prove pretty devastating for our species. And that is assuming that advanced intergalactic species are even a possibility. There may actually be a cap on how advanced we could ever get. While it is amusing to hypothesize about the existence of aliens or make films about contact with them, the reality of the situation would change everything we know about what we think about ourselves and our place in the universe. The opposite would also be horrifying and, quite frankly, very saddening. If we, all life on Earth, are truly the only living things in the universe, that would likely be equally shattering for our psyche. This is the quote I really wanted to read, that in this whole huge article where they basically just decide to determine if panspermiation or whatever, panspermia is how we happened, and they've decided to make a case that that is what it is, and that's what the alien life form is, that we came from alien life form, that panspermia is quite real. That's what this whole article is about. But they say that finding out that there isn't life in the rest of the universe would be very saddening and life-shattering to our psyche. And they want you to feel that way because they don't want you to think you're special.
That's right. You're not special. You're a speck of dirt. You're nothing. That's what evolution teaches. You're just like the animals.
Yes.
You're not worth anything.
Yeah, how sad that we're not special on this earth, that there's no other life.
But if we find life on another quote-unquote planet in water, just the smallest little amoeba is life, but not one in your belly. That's not life. Kill that.
Panspermia is a scientific hypothesis that life exists throughout the universe and is regularly distributed by phenomena like space dust, meteoroids, asteroids, comets, and planetoids. For any species that is capable of venturing into space as humans, contamination of craft with microorganisms is also another blah, blah, blah. But admittedly, what they're saying is that there's life already on these asteroids, and then it lands on, oh, I thought you didn't know. Sorry. Okay. I was trying to answer someone's question. But basically, this is all a bunch of crap anyway, because space is fake. So if you believe space is real, I'm sorry. Sorry you feel that way.
You've been duped.
It's over for you, man.
Yes.
Okay, we have one last topic, and it's going to be the most fun, and the reason that we named this Sharon versus Marie Callender.
Oh.
You know Sharon Weiss, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've dated her 4 times.
Well, I bet that she complained a lot to
Yes.
you about things being your fault. So
It was always my fault.
Sharon Weiss's burned pie. See the best Marie Callender memes, and some of these are very funny. On Facebook, a woman named Sharon Weiss left a photo on Marie Callender's Facebook page blaming the company for her burned pie. The comment quickly went viral as people across the internet began making memes blaming Marie Callender for their own cooking mistakes or poking fun at Weiss for her burned pie. Now there are Facebook groups dedicated to the memes with tens of thousands of members, and here are some of the best memes. So Weiss wrote, "Thanks Marie Callender for ruining Thanksgiving dessert." It all began when Weiss shared this photo saying, "Thanks for ruining my dessert." And that is her very, very well done pie.
It's Cajun.
The photo included a picture of the pie that appeared to have been left in the oven for far too long. And what's funny is Marie Callender actually replied saying, "Hi Sharon, thanks for your post. We're really sorry to hear our pumpkin pie let you down this year. We'd like to get in touch with you so we can hear more and help." Somebody says, "Why are you sorry? You didn't cremate her pie. You didn't set her oven temperature to hell setting. She did that all on her own. Maybe she needs to lay off the sauce before cooking next time." Another one says, "Lose his job." Great. Thanks, Marie Callender. "I get it, Sharon. I didn't put enough coffee grounds in the coffee maker this morning and the coffee came out weak. Thanks, Marie Callenders." So, let's see. "Crashes car." Oh, thanks, Marie Callenders. I'm no culinary genius or anything, but I'm pretty sure the instructions say to bake those pies, not light them on fire and stick them in the broiler." Mark's safe from Sharon's pie today. Here's another meme. Puts pie in oven, leaves pie in oven to burn. Darn you, Marie Callenders. I don't know that I get this one. It's the life of a star, and somehow her pie is part of it. But this one's really funny. Turkey Pompeii. Anyone?
Maybe the life of the star is saying it started out as one thing and it turned into a supernova.
But then it turns into a neutron star after that.
Yeah, I guess it turned into a burnt pie. It starts out as a regular pie, and now it's a burnt pie.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
And just so you guys can get rickrolled, Sharon while baking the pie, never gonna take it out, never gonna blame myself.
You said that to me the other day.
Rickroll.
Remember?
Sweet and sour chicken, burnt style by Sharon Weiss. And then there's Bernie Sanders. He's cold, so put him in a hot pie.
Boy.
Rare, medium, well done, and Sharon Weiss. This one's funny. Sharon Weiss, I bet he's thinking about other women. Is she ever going to take that pie out of the oven?
She can't smell that burning. You should sit down there.
Oh, what the heck? Baking bad. There's Sharon, baking bad. And then, Sharon, how long have you had that pie in the oven? It's been 84 years.
I like she can't smell that burning.
She must have COVID, Shawn.
Yes.
Obviously, she has COVID because she cannot smell her Marie Callender's pie burning. But it is still Marie Callender's fault, darn it.
That's right.
So thanks a lot, Marie Callenders. We didn't have very many people on the show today live. Thanks, Marie Callenders. I blame them. Like, everybody's gone because of Marie Callenders.
Mm-hmm.
Can I write them a letter too? I wonder if I can get some kind of reimbursement or something.
Maybe. What are they going to do for her?
We'll send you a baked pie that's not burnt.
That's what I'm thinking. Are they going to send her a pie?
They're just going to send her a nicely cooked pie, not burnt, and say, "You don't ever have to put anything in the oven again if you don't want, Sharon."
This is how you do it. Oh.
They could just give instructions like set a timer.
And have that song attached to it. This is how you do it.
This is how we do it, yes.
No, you do it.
Yes, you.
You.
Marie Callenders, it's their fault. So if you guys are having a bad day, now you know who to blame. Or
that and the 6-foot killer.
Or you could go old school and you could blame it on the rain like Millie and Vanilli told us too many years ago.
No, you done put somebody else in singing mode now.
Blame it on the rain. Yeah.
That was one of the worst groups.
Well, since seeing how they were totally fake and fraudulent and actors, and
even if they weren't, I mean, just the music itself was just absolutely terrible.
What are you talking about? I'm in love, girl.
What I'm talking about, Willis?
Are you in love, girl? I'm so in love, girl. And it's true.
Girl. And it's true.
Girl, you know it's
that
true.
Is so cringy.
Girl.
I'm in love, girl. It's like a bad actor.
Girl.
Oh, we did this on the phone, didn't we?
Yes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love you.
I love you. You and your girl.
Blame it on the rain.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Yeah.
Ooh, no.
Blame it on the stars that shine at night.
No.
But whatever you do,
I almost started singing with
don't put the blame on you. Blame it on Marie Callender's.
I almost started singing with you. I had to stop myself.
Hey, you know what? Dupsy Daisy loved Milli Vanilli, and so did my dad. And he listened to them all the time. Well, I mean, he didn't listen. Wrong. He listened to the guys that sang for Milli Vanilli, not the actual guys in Milli Vanilli.
Something wrong with both of y'all. Both of them.
and you love it. You know you do. What else?
I love what we produced from your dad.
What else? What else do we have to talk about? Is there anything else?
That? I think I said something I wasn't supposed to say. I take it back.
I forgot what you said. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, that's even better.
We were listening to Milli Vanilli on the tape deck. Oh, you know what? I was thinking we were looking up Debbie Gibson the other day because I thought she was the one that sang in the mall, but it wasn't Debbie Gibson that sang in the mall. It was Tiffany. I think we're alone now. Oh. She's in the mall and she's like doing this.
While we talking about mall singers, we were talking about that. No.
Mall singing, man, it was a thing.
Somehow we got on to Debbie Gibson.
Because I thought it was Debbie Gibson that sang in the mall, but it was Tiffany.
And I said you can't talk about Debbie Gibson because that's what they play in Dieter Dings, and she is terrible.
She's not a good singer. Luckily, by saying her name, I can't think of any of her songs.
Man, the song they play at Dieter Dings all the time is in my head right now.
How's it go?
Shoot, it's her and it's a duet with some dude.
Oh, how sweet.
Oh man, now I just forgot the song.
I didn't know Debbie Gibson did duets.
Well, this is a newer song. It's a new song that she just released with this guy.
She's still out there doing it.
Wait a minute, how's it go?
Somebody stop her.
All I can think of is her going.
Let's see. New Debbie Gibson song. That's really bad. You're right. It's terrible. Hold on. I may have found it.
This is it. That's it.
Oh, this is an old song.
Yeah, but she just redid it.
Yes, this is her original.
See?
Whoa. Look at him. He's looking at her like, you can't see.
The Hickory Farms is that?
You guys can't see.
That's a Hickory Farms.
Look at how he's looking at her. He's like
what?
Oh, why? Who made me do this?
What in the next generation is happening?
Why do I have to be here? Why am I listening
Hickory
to this?
Farms? Bullpucky.
He's like, why is she even still singing? How is she still even relevant to this world?
That's the song, and she'll be on. I think she's on like XM Radio or Sirius, whatever they have playing over there, and she'll be doing her own show, and she'll be playing music that she likes, and she plays this one all the time, and she'll be coming on. Here's a song for me.
It's me again, guys. Me.
She'll be singing stuff like that. I'm like, oh man, I can't take it.
Well, that was a fun blast from the past. This guy's saying, don't make it happen, but I guess eventually he sings with her.
Yeah, he does sing with her.
Let's see. Let's watch him sing for just a second.
Yeah, let's get him.
I get weak.
That's not a man.
Who is that? Robert Stack?
It says Joey McIntyre, but I don't know that he's got a very feminine voice. Oh, look at they hang out together. That's so fun.
Look at that face.
Yeah, he's about to hit a high note.
That is Robert Stack.
Yes. Unsolved Mysteries of Why Debbie Gibson Still Singing.
What's called romance?
I told you he was about to hit a high note. I called it.
I don't see an Adam's apple.
You don't?
It was like hidden. Go back. You can see it's like all neck.
Oh,
right there.
It's a woman. It's a woman. Sorry, guys. These two are, and she's a man. Man, woman.
That's Ellen DeGeneres. That dude
could be
is Ellen DeGeneres.
Could be.
He looks like Ellen DeGeneres.
They're having a good time hanging out though. I mean, they're laughing. They're like, let's
Ellen DeGeneres.
They're like, let's do this song together. Oh, he's got his hand on his heart. She's got a star, and she's like, yes, you're really a woman, but this is so fun.
No, she said, yes, you're Ellen DeGeneres.
And then she points at him and goes, Ellen, come on. Somebody else says Billy Idol. Looks like Billy Idol. Which one? Her?
Like
she looks like Billy Idol?
They both look like Ellen DeGeneres.
It's Ellen and Ellen. Look,
oh, they're like having fun. Billy Idol, Ellen DeGeneres.
They're acting like they're writing this song. This song was already written. Why has she got a pin out? You didn't write that. You didn't just write this.
She's saying, just read what I write.
Oh, look. They do this on the big stage, too.
My
That's
goodness.
So cute.
I hear the song every day. Now that Christmas time is here, I don't. But
now you hear. Now the song you hear every day is "All I Want for Christmas."
Oh
is
yes,
you.
yeah, that's her. Is that her?
No, that's Mariah Carey.
Oh no!
How do you not know?
That's just as bad.
Mariah
How did
Carey.
I not know? Yes,
Yeah.
How did I not know?
Debbie Gibson,
I should be tortured.
Mariah Carey, two different people. It's Katie Lane and Martha Stewart. Yes,
They're the same, but different.
It does look like Katie Lane. Yes, that's who it is. This is Katie Lane.
Which one?
A horrible singer from the 90s.
Which
or
one
80s.
is Katie Lane?
The fake dude, the short-haired one.
That's Katie Lane DeGeneres.
Yes, there it is.
Katie Lane.
Thank you, Living Horizons. We figured it out.
Katie Lane DeGeneres.
Yeah. And she's like, no, you did not.
She does look like Mariah Carey. Maybe that's Mariah Carey.
It is Mariah Carey. She's in her white skin suit.
She went to your girl's school and got lightened up.
No, you got to go to the photographer for that.
Well, same thing. He was there that day.
They'll lighten your skin up. Okay, well, that was good. Anything else that we really got to cover? Because we're obviously a newsworthy source to listen to, and you can get your news from us, and it is good. Good news.
I don't know why you wouldn't get your news from us.
We talk about Debbie Gibson here, and Katie Lang, and
Ellen
DeGeneres, and Mariah Carey. This is where the news is.
What's wrong with y'all?
They never age because they're drinking the adrenochrome.
You can't say that on YouTube.
You can't?
No.
I didn't know that.
No. That is another word.
Well, we made it this far, so hopefully we'll be over on Odyssey.
I think we might get away. We might get away.
Might get away with it.
So late in the show.
Would you like to say anything else before we close out this fascinating news show that we've done
today? I say one thing, that yesterday was my woman's birthday, Erin Moffat. So everybody say happy birthday to my beautiful
Happy
woman.
birthday, Erin Moffat.
Happy birthday, Erin Moffat. Soon to be something else, hopefully.
Guess what I got for my birthday?
Oh, I just said that too. Go ahead, what?
Socks.
Wonderful socks with what on the bottom?
They are no slip grip socks. They're grippy.
They're not just your average sock.
They are not slippery.
No.
So I will not fall in these socks.
That's right. And so everybody type in there, happy birthday to Erin.
There was a meme I saw that said, as you age and as you get socks and your happiness level, right? So as you age and your happiness age, that the happiness level goes up as you age when you get socks for a gift.
Oh, but you should be extremely happy.
Hey, I'm not that old. Hey, I'm moderately happy. Moderately happy.
Okay.
Jeez.
Well, I had to throw. You always call me old man, so I had to get you back.
I'm not 75 yet.
And I'm not either. You always talk about my old man naps.
Well, you would be a little bit happier about socks than I would, because
what, about
your next
5?
birthday, you'll be 52.
Oh. Are you telling me something?
No, you already knew that.
Yes.
You're getting socks is what I'm saying.
I'm getting some.
I'm getting you some socks.
I need socks. Everybody send socks to
P.O. Box 30394, Billings, Montana 59107.
Is that your real one? That's not your real
That's
one.
my real P.O. Box.
So send some socks.
Yeah, P.O. Box 30394, Billings, Montana 59107. There you go.
There you go. In care of Ninja Scroll.
If you want to buy silver, you should buy it from APMEX or JM Bullion. They're probably two of the best priced out there. I'm not doing 7K metals anymore. I don't want to promote 7K metals anymore. They're not selling much for bullion. They're selling a lot of collectibles. So if you want collectibles, I have a lot I'm willing to sell as well. I'm done with collectibles I want to stack. So I'd say JM Bullion, APMEX, any of those big ones, they're going to be the best. Or I do have a dealer that I buy from through Instagram. So email me, ladyliberty@countermail.com, if you want crypto, which is a better option than if you don't have gold and silver, get it. But crypto is going to do better for you faster, sooner. Email me, and I can give you his information on Instagram. Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to show you guys what I just bought. I almost forgot. I was going to do a raffle, and I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, because I haven't done them I don't do them hardly ever anymore, and they take forever to fill, but I don't know if I can. These are so tiny. I don't know if I can get it to focus. Oh, it's so tiny. Oh, they're these little tiny grams, and they have Donald Trump on them. And I think there are a lot of people that would really like that. And so you can't tell, but it's Donald Trump, and then on the back is the White House. The White House on the back. It's too tiny to get it to focus. They're cute little 1 grams, and they come in their own little plastic case. They're so cute.
Well, why don't you raffle them?
I have 22 of them. The thing about it is they're fractional, and fractionals are something that you kind of want to have on hand because they're hard to get, and even if you can get them, they're very expensive right now. So like I have all these little fractionals too. These are good to have, little pieces of silver like that you can take and buy small things with. So anyway, that is truly it. That's all I had. We should play a song and get out of here. What say you?
Yes, thank you guys. Love y'all.
Yes, we love you and appreciate you. And even though it wasn't a busy day, maybe we'll get some on the playback. And feel free to share if you like watching us, and share if you don't. Share with your enemies. Yeah?
That's right.
Okay. Peace.
So you may be walking around thinking you're free and you have rights, but the bottom line is that you are owned, you're a chattel, you are a slave, and these people own you, and that's why they can do things to you against your will, because you comply.
It feels like World War III is going on inside me. This love-hate thing is really tearing me up, see? I can't take it. I feel like I'm gonna break, but I know deep down that's a big mistake. Life ain't a box of chocolates, it sure ain't cake. Hate looking at you sleep when I'm wide awake. You say you love me, but I feel like it's fake. Should've listened to my mom back then, she said, wait, no respect for the man in the house, I'm gonna take it. Demon on the side of my neck, I can't shake it. All filled up with rage and real hatred. Tired of seeing you walk around stuck in the matrix. Call out your name sometimes, you don't know headphones, and your ears all trapped in Facebook. Getting played in a game like pawns and rooks. You better wake up soon before your whole world shook.
Corrupt system, politicians lying. False promises, government spying. Rulers are always conspiring. World slavery soon, no denying. News source suppresses information. Teachers dumb down their education. Secret societies, presidents, nations. Mind control, the world playing nation.
My mind wanders off to bad thoughts I know I'm a sinner. Get stuck deep, the pain hits like a wood splinter. Ice cold heart, I feel like a midwinter. Pray to God, He never lets the demons enter. Try to play nice and live right, it's in God's hands. Thought I was walking, it's His footprints in the sand. Gonna change my life and do what God commands. Hope for the whole world, cause it's in God's plan. Time to wake up to real truth and open your eyes to the fact that the life that we live is a lie. We've been trained since birth to never question why. To manipulate us, either obey or die. Suppress information, dumb down education. Dependent, human livestock make up the nation. Plan is to make a one world plantation. That is the dilemma that we all are facing.
Corrupt system, politicians lying. False promises, government spying. Pluralists are always conspiring. World slavery soon, no denying. News source suppressed disinformation. Teachers dumb down the education. Secret societies, presidents, nations. Mind control the world plantation.
World out there, man, it may seem strange. The majority of people just don't want to change. They in love with the things in this world and being in it, like swimming in an in-ground pool and peeing in it. They walk with closed eyes, there's no rearranging, cause learning the truth can really be life-changing. It disrupts the everyday mundane routine, hidden clearly in plain sight. Know what I mean? Open up your eyes to the true reality. We've been slaves since the day we were born, nowhere to flee. Perception of freedom, cause we're not free. It's a prison of the mind that we cannot see. Legal terms that boggle your mind, so confusing. Words twisted up so that you can't use them. It's a mind control game, and man, they winning. It all started out way back in the beginning.